Hey everyone, welcome to the weekly quick tip. Today we're going to be talking about your personal commercial, or as I like to call it, 90 seconds and counting. What do you say when someone says, "Tell me about yourself," or when you're asked to give a personal summary? What do you say? Where do you start? Well, today we're going to find out. For our weekly quick tip, like I said, we're talking about your personal commercial. So just to give you some general information, your personal commercial is really helpful to have ready to go when you're going to a networking event, or maybe you're going to an interview and you know one of the questions is going to be tell me about yourself. And it's also really helpful to have written out so that you can include it on things like your personal e-portfolio or your LinkedIn summary. So it's a really nice way to express who you are as a professional, um, consisting of three main components. Okay, so we want to talk about where you've been, where you are, and where you hope to go. And we're putting these in a professional context. And of course, it should be a very short, clear overview of your professional journey. Okay, 90 seconds is not a long time. So we want to make sure that we are able to give an overview of who we are, but still be very clear and not be rushing through things, and be able to really address our goals and what we've accomplished in life so far. So what does it include? As I mentioned, it includes where you've been, where you are now, and where are you going. And some people find it easier to actually, write out, make some columns in a chart, to really visualize what kinds of things you'd want to include. So for this example, in my chart, um, maybe I'm an environmental science student, okay, and I'm getting ready to apply for internships. So I want to make sure my LinkedIn summary looks good and I have an answer for interviews. So where have I been? I enjoyed science classes all through, my K-12 education. One time I earned first place in a science fair because I did research on the impact of pollution and water runoff, and how that impacted, popular fishing places. Um, and I was also a member of Interact, which is a service organization, and we frequently did, things like highway cleanups and park cleanups. It's our, service to the community. And where am I now? I'm studying environmental science. I've recently completed courses on general biology, ecology, chemistry, getting started on, the requirements of the program. I'm a member of Environmental Campus Outreach, and I volunteer twice a month with the Berks County Conservancy. So my goals, where am I going? I am planning to travel to Costa Rica in May. I'm doing the faculty-led course, which, includes a component studying the impact of tourism on local wildlife. Maybe I have a goal to complete an acre project before I graduate. I'm still deciding what my career goals are. So maybe I'm open to working with effective land use and management, preserving natural habitats, fighting to reduce water pollution. Those are all different interest areas for me. So I have my chart all put together. I know kind of the key points I want to hit. So when I put it together, this is what it may sound like. I grew up loving all of my science classes through middle and high school. In fact, I earned first place in the countywide science fair my senior year, where my project studied the impact of water pollution at popular fishing spots in my area. I was also a member of Interact, a community service organization that frequently did highway and park cleanup events. At Albright, I'm an environmental science major, and I've completed courses so far in biology, chemistry, and ecology. I balance my classes with membership in the Environmental Campus Outreach and volunteering with the Berks County Conservancy. I will be taking a faculty-led course in Costa Rica in May, where I will have the opportunity to study the impact of tourism on local wildlife. Before graduation, I hope to complete an Albright Creative Research Experience project, And long term, I would like to work in effective land use and management, habitat preservation, or water pollution and prevention. So very clear, very concise, short, to the point, and I'm addressing where I've been, so what got me interested in studying something like environmental science or understanding pollution and preservation. I'm addressing, some of my accomplishments. I earned first place at a countywide science fair. Um, what am I currently doing? What classes am I taking? How am I involved on campus or in the community? Um, and then, what are my goals? What else do I hope to do before graduation? How else do I want to help Albright? What do I want to do after graduation? Am I considering going back to school? Am I, is there a very specific thing I want to accomplish for a career path? So all of these things can comprise your 90-second commercial. And then, of course, there are other things that you can consider and incorporate, such as your skills. Maybe you've been able to use different software programs that may be really beneficial. Um, maybe you're certified in Pro Tools for music industry, or you use Tableau within some of the business classes. Incorporating skills, even language is a really great skill to throw in if you're comfortable with another language. Including other experiences, even if it's not directly relevant, it can still demonstrate a lot about you. So, especially for our student athletes, if I know that you're involved in a sport, I know you have time management and dedication, willingness to work well with others and improve yourself based on feedback. Um, if you work, then again, I know you have time management. I know you're able to prioritize. You probably have really good communication and customer service skills. So again, showing who you are, all of the facets of your life is really important. You can also include class projects if there's something particularly relevant to what you're interested in. That may be a great thing to throw in. Keep it updated, as you accomplish new things, as you change different things, keep it up to date so that you are always reflecting the best possible version of yourself. And of course, practice, practice, practice. Write it out a few times until you really like the way it flows. Say it in the mirror a couple times. Practice it with your roommate or a family member just to, see how they react to it. You want to make sure you sound like yourself, but you don't want to sell yourself short either. So be open to feedback from others. And of course, I'm always happy to help you with your 90-second commercial, giving you feedback, helping you figure out what you want to say. Please don't hesitate to reach out. It is always a pleasure to work with you all. Take care and have a great week.